On Wall Street right now. John Bussey of the Wall Street Journal is in the area. Let's go to John and find out what he knows. John, can you hear me?
Yeah, Mark, I'm here.
What do you know, John?
Mark, I'm on this side of the building that's on the south side. I am looking up at the buildings from just across the street. It is an extraordinary scene. The top several floors, as you can see, are aflame and smoke is coming up. The second explosion just happened. I did not see what Maria saw because I'm probably on the back side of the building. However, the hole came through the back side. There are gaping holes in the World Trade Center. Papers flying down.
John, let me interrupt you.
Go ahead. Is there a way or to try to get messages to the airborne aircraft for increased security for the cockpit or something, the A-cars or something?
I just do not have anybody else up there that can...
But we've got internationals that are coming to Kennedy and we're trying to talk to them, but we don't want to scare anybody, but we want the... we were talking about possibly making some transmissions on frequencies for these guys coming overseas to just, increase the security for cockpit operations.
Yeah, Terry, we're getting a lot of traffic on this bridge. I copied that. Let's keep doing that. Contact to the command center, the ATA rep, see if we can get the airline company operations to contact their aircraft. I'd recommend maybe possibility of the stuff coming in from overseas, Bangor as an alternate site, but leave that up to them.
No, we'll leave it up to them, but we're also going to let them know to increase security for cockpit access.
All right, that sounds like a good plan.
Sean, it's me. I just wanted to let you know I love you, and I'm stuck in this building in New York. There's lots of smoke, and we just wanted you to know that I love you always.
Call for David, get. Manhattan calling call for David.
Shit!
Gdzie to letadło? Jak on mardulny był?
Okay, Foxy, this is what I foresee that we probably need to do. We need to talk to FAA. We need to tell them if this stuff's going to keep on going, we need to take those fighters, put them over Manhattan. Okay?
Sir.
That's the best thing. That's the best play right now. So, coordinate with the FAA. Tell them if there's more out there, which we don't know, let's get them over Manhattan. At least we got some kind of play.
Jim Fish is here with me in the studio. It's interesting that we're not seeing any rescue helicopters at the moment, isn't it, Jim?
Yes. Now, we can only assume that there are emergency operations going on inside those towers as we speak. Of course, they were built to rigorous safety specifications. They will have systems which can enable them to reach an accident, a disaster of this kind, very high up. These were the world's tallest buildings when they were constructed. They are no longer, but they are among the world's tallest. So there will be systems in place there, emergency backup systems. Even if the lifts are not working, there will be mechanical ways in which they can at least try to approach the scene of the accident. But it is surprising at the moment that there are no helicopters around, flying around there, possibly trying to get at the seat of the accident.
Division 3 to Manhattan. Division 3, yeah. Could you give me the box that I'm being assigned to, Cave?
All over the country. I'll tell you something, people will SWAT, they get the hell out of the city. Time to do it. That's what I got on the work, so they got it. It's going to shut down a little bit.
Delta 9900, can you see Manhattan?
Yes, sir.
Can you see anything unusual?
We took off. They said a plane ran the South Tower. It looks to be about maybe 200 feet high, and there's Belgian smoke all the way around.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Brooklyn to Citywide. Brooklyn to Manhattan.
Division 3, you're going to 2 World Trade Center. Box is 9998. Okay.
Division 3, 10-4.
We've had all aircraft operations in and around this area of Lower Manhattan suspended entirely. LaGuardia Airport has said there are 2 confirmed aircraft into the World Trade Center, and they want no one at all in this area. They are, in effect, if you can possibly picture this, cordoning off the entire area around the World Trade Center and around Manhattan from at least Midtown on south. So we will be looking at this from a far distance and describing from what we could see, at least from the opposite side of the Hudson River. We don't know what sort of restrictions will be placed upon any aircraft in addition to this, but LaGuardia Airport confirming 2 aircraft into the World Trade Center, 1 into each tower. So they have requested that all aircraft leave the area immediately, so we are complying with that.
Units call Manhattan 1 at a time, okay?
Division 1 to Manhattan.
1 engine, go.
Division 1 to Manhattan. All incoming units to World 1 and World 2 Trade Center are to bring additional cylinders.
Oh my God, you can't believe it. It's so bad. It's so bad. I feel like we're under siege or something, and I don't know where to go or what to do. I can from my apartment, I can see both of them just burning up.
Cámara de todo está mucho próximo. Agrego nuevo. Ne, ale že on musel proučit ten domen.
I got some kill, dude. Oh, fuck.
Okay, this is where I got going. Cal Foxy to Scramble, Langley, send them in the same location. Battle stations or Scramble? Battle stations only, Langley. Okay, this is, who's up there?
Langley.
Okay, you're listening? What I told the SD so far, we need to get those fighters screwed over Manhattan, because we don't know how many guys are out of bar. Could be 3-2, could be more. I don't know, just in case. Not down in Whiskey 105 where they want, FAA wants to hold. We need to be more tactically sound with this.
Yes, it is.
And stick them, you know,
on battle station.
We're working it. We're working on McGuire, the whole area. Yeah.
Authenticate.
So this is,
yeah. Victor.
Okay.
That is quit 2526 on battle station.
Yeah, well, we can't. They're in the FAA airspace. Well, we can
Langley.
Yeah, they're ours. Yeah, they're mine. Okay.
We have Maria on the phone. Maria, tell us what you saw.
Yes, hi, Mark. You saw the plane going right into it. I'm standing right on Broadway looking up to both towers. They are on fire at the top of it. I'm seeing what you're seeing, obviously, what is on air. There is debris coming from the building, and I'm not sure what it is, but it's clearly that there was a plane that went right into one of the towers, a second plane.
One doesn't want to speculate too much, but again, on Friday, the State Department released a worldwide caution about extremist groups, and it said American citizens may be the target of a terrorist threat from extremist groups with links to Osama bin Laden. In the past, such individuals have not distinguished between official and civilian targets. As always, we are taking this information seriously. U.S. government facilities worldwide remain at a heightened state of alert. Now, you'll remember that when the World Trade Center explosion happened back in 1993, this was linked to Osama bin Laden's terrorist network.
All right, Engine 1, repeat that, you're totally unreadable.
Division 1 to Manhattan. All responding units responding into number 1 and number 2 World Trade Center are to bring additional sky cylinders with them.
All right, all units stand by unless urgent in the borough of Manhattan. All units responding into number 1 World Trade Center and number 2 World Trade Center. Bring all additional SCBA bottles to the front of the building. All units responding to box 8087 and 99 and 98. Number 1 and number 2 World Trade Center. Bring your extra SCBA bottles to the front of the building. As for the division.
That can't be it because it's
It is. It is.
Wait, I can't see it.
It's on top of the building.
Look at the size of those flames. Look at the size of the flames, you know?
Now with a bystander who actually watched the plane go in. Tell us exactly what you saw.
I just saw out of nowhere the plane came in, crashed right into the Trade Center, and went right through. Just full speed, didn't stop, just right through the whole center, right through the whole building.
and that was the second plane that actually went into the second tower. What I'm looking at right now is the top of the towers on fire, debris falling. The Broadway obviously is filled with watchers, and then when the plane crashed into the second tower, it was a large explosion, a very loud explosion, and everyone really ran for their lives because it was quite loud and quite smoky.
Saw the second one going off on the subway.
Other units calling Manhattan.
For the Manhattan case.
4 Bravo gang.
Our Fieldcom report to bring a vehicle in front of the American Express building on West Street by orders of Chief Ingram.
National Financial.
Hey, Beth, are you on staff?
I'm outside by the car. You want me to come in?
Okay, we have another witness on the phone. Arlene Morris, are you there?
I am.
Can you tell us what you saw?
Yes, I was sitting at my desk and I heard this big boom, a loud sound. And when I looked out the window, the top floor on the World Trade Center, there's flames just coming down, crashing down to the ground on the west side. All the cars, and they were like running into each other, and the flames just started coming down real hard. Then another sound exploded again, another impact.
What building are you in? How far away?
I'm in the World Finance Center, but my windows is opposite side to the World Trade Center. I'm in the C Tower.
Did you just see another explosion?
No, I heard it because I'm holding on the phone with you. So I heard another big boom again. It just exploded again.
Do you see people leaving the building?
We left. Everybody left already. I'm the only one here on my floor. I gotta get out.
But what can you tell us about the build? Can you see people on the ground from the two?
At the bottom, yes, and then the fire brigade, and they came. Everything else, they're downstairs there right now.
Do you see people that are injured? What can you?
No, I can't. I'm on the 28th floor.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's minute to my vision. I really can't see too much.
All right. Thank you very much, Arlene, and please get out of that building and seek safety.
Thank you. I'm leaving right now. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah. Be
The shaking, the violent shaking and the exploding, it was both. Everything in the room was shaking. We're up in an upper floor and the entire hotel was moving. Yes, I am. And Pat, I just want to mention, if people do anything, say prayers for the people that are in the buildings, because people are falling to their deaths, jumping from the flames in the buildings. Yes, right in front of me.
Babe, are you there?
We're okay. We're okay.
Yeah, they're attacking the World Trade Center, not us.
Where did it come in from?
From the south.
From the south?
Yeah.
The same building you went into?
Yeah.
Right there, it looked like it was going to come, and then it just been so low between the...
It was a huge plane.
Where did it fly into?
Babe, they're going to show it to you on here.
Up on the back.
Teď mi ještě někdo nezabalí kameru, vole.
Počkej, mě nějakou kameru.
Počkej, já půjdu víc do boku, tady. It has big holes in the building.
We're going to stop everybody. We're going to shut Boston down. I suggest the same elsewhere.
You're going to do what?
We're shutting the airplanes down. We're not letting anyone go right now.
Okay. That's a good move.
We're putting a ground stop on everything. There's a second plane that just hit the World Trade Center.
Stop all departures out of the center, please.
So yeah, that's what we're doing.
A witness who was called in to speak to us. His name is Karim Haroki. Mr. Haroki, did you, as I understand, they're telling me in my ear, is it true that you witnessed the first plane hit the tower?
Yeah.
Could you give me some sort of a description of it?
I was sitting in my car here in Greenwich, you know. I just saw the plane is coming down from the left side and going straight to the building, you know, and going inside.
It actually went inside the building.
Excuse me?
It flew right into the building.
I saw it coming from the left, and I saw the plane coming through to the building. I go inside. It's a small plane.
You say small plane. Was it a jet?
Excuse me?
Was it a jet plane?
No, it was plane, you know, like they teach the people for the plane is like a small plane, you know. It's that kind of plane.
You mean like a small single or double engine
yeah,
prop
double
plane?
engine, yeah.
Manhattan, call field count.
You got it, it's Manhattan, thank you.
10-4 field count, thank you.
L2431, we have a message for you to heighten your cockpit security due to some activity this morning.
Okay, and that is from company?
Negative. It's a general advisory to all aircraft. This morning an aircraft hit the World Trade Center and has been hijacked. And we're receiving reports that there may have been a second one.
Okay, thank you very much. Was it a domestic carrier that was hijacked?
It was an American Airlines aircraft.
Okay, thank you.
We have no word at the moment of fatalities, but they are very, very busy office blocks, and it all happened in the morning at a very busy time.
Seeing those pictures, I think one would have to ask, one accident is extraordinary in itself, but two, if that is a second aircraft striking the towers, one would have to ask the question whether this is deliberate sabotage.
Hear a lot of sirens out on the street right now. One thing that you can see in the windows is all of the emergency system lights. That was one thing we could see. All of them were blinking off and on in the first tower when that happened, and I can't see them anymore. The second tower, I cannot see any emergency lights in the building blinking.
All right, I'm going to thank you both right there.
Ford truck to Manhattan, Kate.
Ford truck, okay.
Tower 131 to Manhattan.
131 standby. 4 truck ahead.
Tower, would you like us to respond into Tower 1 or Tower 2, K?
Tank goes on. This is Huntress placing quit 2526 on battle stations. Time 1310. Authenticate Charlie Victor. That is quit 2526 on battle stations. All parties acknowledged with initials. Command post. Langley. Tower. This is Alright, how about command post? ODC. Say again? No, the female. Who was that? Is nautical place needed? No, you can clear to drop. Giant killer, you clear to drop. Tower, you clear to drop.
And then at about 9:03, a second plane. Do we have that tape to roll showing the second plane hitting the second tower? Let's take a look.
And there you see it. There you see it. And as witnesses have described, this seemed to be very deliberate. They described the first plane going into the first of the towers as having to bank and make a turn directly in. But, Lark, as you look at that video, it appears the plane flew directly in.
Unmistakable. Right. And here we're going to show it to you one more time. You can see this plane slamming into that second tower there.
4 truck, go to 2 World Trade Center, K.
4 truck, 10-4.
131, go ahead. Right on 131.
Safe. We have another witness, Janice Huff, on the telephone. I'm not sure if it's our Janice Huff, but she apparently was a witness to the second explosion.
You saw this? Where are you?
No. Listen, I'm watching TV right now.
Yes.
Yeah. And, I can see the pictures that we have of the building, the first building, the one with the tower on the top. And as I'm watching it and you're talking, I see a plane flying behind the other tower. And I see it getting closer and closer to the building, and I'm thinking, is that a plane? And it was. And all of a sudden, I see this explosion in the other tower. So there was another plane.
So there was another plane with a second explosion.
Well, from what I am looking at on television, from the angle that I was looking.
Here's a replay right here, I believe.
When I was watching looking at the first tower, I noticed that there was a small plane coming around the side of the building. You see it there on the right?
I see it. I see
so
it.
It's coming
I do
down,
see
I'm
it
saying,
right
that
there.
plane is
There it is right there.
I see it.
And then it goes boom, right there. Watch.
That's
there it is.
You're absolutely right.
Oh, my goodness.
So I don't know if it's a helicopter or a plane, but it was certainly flying, and it went right into the building.
It was a plane.
Can we show that again, please? I clearly did not notice that the first time.
Right.
I think we need to take a look at that again.
Maria, David Faber wants to ask you a question.
Maria, I'd spoken to somebody in the first tower. It appeared both had been evacuated prior to that second airplane hitting. Is that your understanding?
I'm not sure, David. I know that there was an evacuation call in both towers. I don't know that both buildings were evacuated. I can't confirm that from where I'm standing, which is right on Broadway and Wall Street, watching the towers on fire.
And is that entire area now being cordoned off where you are? I would assume it's filled with emergency
well, I mean,
vehicles.
there's still a bit of, disarray going on. To be honest, I mean, the fire trucks are coming. People are still standing around. There hasn't been...
Other unit, call Manhattan.
911 to Manhattan.
Ladder 1-1, go ahead.
Which tower are we to respond into?
You're going to 2 World Trade Center, K2.
Boston, good morning. Yes, 1168, checking in 280.
This is 1168, Boston Center, good morning. Did you copy advisory to heighten your cockpit security, cockpit awareness?
Negative, so see again.
This is 1168, all FAA facilities are advising all air carriers to heighten their cockpit awareness. There has been at least one hijack this morning and possibly 2.
Okay, USS 1168, roger, we copy. And just confirm that was an airliner that crashed into the World Trade Center?
That's what we understand. Possibility of 2.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good morning.
They said 2047 if you copied this.
Yes, sir, it is. Thank you. Boston Center, good morning. Southwest 1029, flight level 320, climbing to 350, we copy all the reports.
Southwest 1029, Roger.
Unbelievable video here. John?
Yeah, Mark, I'm actually right outside of the World Trade Center in a building across the street where the Wall Street Journal's located, and we're looking right down onto the street as the fire engines arrive. These holes in the building are what you expect would happen. I mean, there's furniture that rained down, papers everywhere. Pieces of the building are still smoking, a flame falling from the building onto parking lots nearby. There are cars on fire around the base of the building. It looks like a ticker tape parade went through here, ironically. There's just papers everywhere. I do not see large crowds coming out of the buildings yet. Some of these exits have been blocked off, apparently, at least near the Marriott Hotel, and I could see people leaving over a traverse from the World Trade Center building, but not large crowds out on the street. Partly, Mark, because when this happened, I was outside on the other side of our building. I did not see it, other than the effect. Material went blasting out from the buildings at least a block or two. I could hear something come in to the building. It was like a jet engine or an aircraft engine of some sort, it sounded like. And then just a massive explosion and then pieces of the building falling.
You gotta go out. Grab your guy and get him out.
Don't tell me this.
I don't care. I don't care. Get out.
What's your badge number?
Get out. Don't worry about it. Don't turn around. 44. Get that guy. Who is that guy? Get that guy. There's an emergency going.
I understand.
He's Office of Emergency Management. Does he have a hat? Right? Tell your guy to go back where he's supposed to be at, or I'm going to throw him.
And bring all your extra FCPs up when you can.
Yes, Islamic militants were responsible for a large bomb explosion at the World Trade Center a few years ago. And of course, it's too early to tell at the moment, but it certainly raises the question, with 2 plane crashes into the World Trade Center at such a busy time, whether in fact this is a deliberate event and not an accident.
So we have 2 crashes. Here's a different angle of the same plane. You see it off there on the left. Boring into there. But again, at this point, it is restricted airspace. It is a clear day, so the suspicions are high that these are intentional acts. But the FBI at this point is still trying to confirm that these are intentional acts.
In fact, we've got some tape replay of that. Do we have the tape available right now? Here's the plate. Here is the tape. You see the plane coming in from what looks like the east side, and it blows into the building with the flames and the smoke billowing out the other side of the tower. It's hard for me to tell exactly which is the north side and which is the south side, but it appears it's coming out of the north side there. Incredible pictures. These happened just moments ago.
Squad company 2, engine 2. At 1 unit at a time. 211.
Joseph est reparti en dedans, quoi. Il était sûr quand l'avion est arrivé?
Oui, il est parti. Second plane flying to that building? Plane.
Takeoff. All right, this is Henderson.
Okay.
There was an American 11 departed off of New York going to LA, got hijacked.
Bobcat Moorfield 90.
77 departed off of Dallas, is going to LA. Dispatch doesn't know where he's at. 910 and confirmed that 2 airplanes have been that crashed into the World Trade Center in New York. So as far as American 7, we don't know where he is, but they say that American 11 was hijacked off of a New York airport going to LAX. And
so we don't have a track on him? I mean, like they just took off without a clearance?
No, you mean American 11?
Yeah.
He's well, I'm guessing he did because he was going to LA.
But nobody ever tracked American 11 is what I'm asking.
I don't know that. I don't know if where he left from or...
There's no flight plan in the machine right now?
Yeah, I just looked at that too. But as far as what we know, that's all we know. I talked to dispatch and that's what they relayed. And they confirmed it here that, I guess, 2 airplanes have crashed into the Trade Center. All right.
Okay.
And I believe we have someone with us on the line, Ira Firmer. We have Ira Firmer, the former NTSB spokesman, and you're watching these pictures as well with us, are you not?
Yeah, I'm with you on CNN.
What can you make of what we have seen, and particularly with this replay we just saw moments ago?
That's absolutely inexplicable. There shouldn't be any aircraft in that area, much less something heading what looked like deliberately for the World Trade Center tower.
You don't think there's any way this could be any kind of an accident, no kind of a navigational equipment failure or some sort of a navigational quirk by beacons or whatever?
No, you've got incredibly good visibility at this point, and no pilot is going to be relying on navigational equipment in such a circumstance that would cause them to crash into the World Trade Center.
Last squad company calling. Squad 252 to Manhattan, K. We have our second piece responding to the World Trade Center. Squad 252, when you get there, bring up all your extra SCBA bottles, K. Stand for.
When we're holding a primary election in New York City.
Now, I would imagine...
Ollie?
Jim, what you're saying could be a drone aircraft. That's an aircraft that's guided electronically to its target without having a pilot. Now, that is a possibility as well. In the meantime, I can tell you that flames are shooting out of both towers now, the heaviest being on the south tower, the northeast corner of the south tower of the World Trade Center, but there's a considerable blaze going on the north tower as well.
Indy American 693, 350.
What trade center?
World Trade.
This is Henderson, go ahead.
Yeah, 10th here is present heading. Requested 39 is the final now.
And he's on present heading?
Yes.
I'm at 390 is approved.
AW.
Division 3 to Manhattan. Division 3, go with you, man. I can't pick up the units that you've assigned to my 5th alarm. Have you got it in the computer yet, Kay? Affirmative, they should be on there now. Do you want to run down? Well, let me try one more time in the computer, because all I'm getting is like 5 units. I'll get back to you in a second. All right. We're getting them on there as fast as we can, Kay.
Just Dominic. Oh, he's gone. What is it, Joey Boots?
Howard, hey, I'm down on West 4th Street. We heard the first explosion. We went outside. We're watching the smoke come out. There's a hole in the side of the building. All of a sudden, maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes later, there was another plane flying around, and that disappeared into the building also, and you had like a third explosion after that.
How big did that plane look?
The second plane was a decent-sized plane. It looked like it would hold maybe 50, 60 people.
Really?
Yeah, let me tell you something. Like, we're looking on TV, and the World Trade Center is so big that it looks like a tiny plane.
From here, you couldn't even believe the sight. I mean, I've never seen anything like this before. We heard the first explosion. It rocked my friend's apartment, and he lives West 4th Street, and that's downtown, and we could see the Twin Towers right from here. There's smoke billowing out of the side of the building. There's a hole in the side. Then we saw the other plane flying around after we were out there watching it for a few minutes, and that plane disappeared into the building, and it blew up.
They're flying right into the building.
This is them towelhead bastards.
Well, we don't know who it is.
We don't know yet, but I got a feeling.
It could be
you can't say that, but I can say that. It's about time we take these towelhead bastards and throw them out of the damn country.
Well, don't overreact
We're too
yet.
nice to people,
Let's find out who it is. We're going to find out. Once I find out...
Then we'll get crazy.
Then we'll get crazy.
No, I got a lot of friends that work in that building. I'm sitting here watching it burning right now.
I know, Joey.
The attack happened, and I just
you know people down there?
Somebody now.
You do? I do too.
You know, my father used to work.
Firefighters, you should all report to your companies. Again, if you are a New York City firefighter, drop what you're doing, report to your company. A major disaster is occurring in New York City this morning. As to how this happened, well, the FBI is looking into reports.
Engine 1 to Manhattan. 1 okay. Engine 1, inform every unit coming to the scene, responding on West Street or Liberty Street, not to pull up in front of the building. We have ambulances and everybody else pulling up, and we got debris falling from the building. They have to stop short of the building, either north or south.
How far out of the way from an approach to either LaGuardia or Kennedy would a plane have to be to hit the World Trade Center?
There are approaches that come up along the Hudson River, which is to the west of the World Trade Center, and those aircraft usually wind up going into LaGuardia. So you can come within a mile or two of the World Trade Center, but it is such a visible object as you're approaching New York City that it's just not possible for a pilot during the daytime to have taken a course that would put it right into the World Trade Center.
Okay, we have a 5-mile radius. We need to stay back. We're over North Bergen. I do not hear anything. We do not have TV up here. Unless they can hear me, I do not even have a cell phone. Negative, I do not have cell service up here. I cannot communicate by cell. I can talk about what I see, yeah, but I cannot hear 6B.
American Dispatch, Jim McDonald. Indianapolis Center, did you get a hold of American 77 by chance? No, sir, but we have an unconfirmed report that the second airplane hit the World Trade Center. And it's Say again? You know, we lost American 11 through a hijacking just now. American was a Boston-Los Angeles flight. It was, all right. I can't hear what you're saying there. You said American 11? Yes, we were hijacked, which is a Boston-LA flight, and 77 is a Dulles-LA flight, and we have an unconfirmed report a second airplane just flew into the World Trade Center. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Let's go to Mike, who works in the building next door. Joey Boots, stay on the line. Yeah, Mike.
Hi. Howard, how you doing?
Yeah.
It's crazy over here. It's like chaos. It's like the Armageddon.
Of course.
The first plane we didn't see. But
you ought to get out of your building, dude.
All we saw was fire. Then the second time, we actually saw the plane circle around and then smash into the building.
Plane.
We're under attack.
Could you see?
There are people flying planes into New York City and crashing into buildings.
It's chaos. There's people all over the place.
What did this? You saw the plane?
I saw the second plane.
What did it look like? Did it look like a commercial plane?
No, it looked like maybe one of those Airbus type things, like an MD-80.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Howard, anybody else that's out there listening now that's working at New York City landmarks, take my word, be on the lookout right now, because these guys, they like to do these in multiple numbers.
There could be more coming in.
That other bombing, they're going to bomb a whole bunch of sites. Make sure everybody takes watch, and
Where's the Air Force?
Howard.
The Air Force is stunned. What?
On a more serious note, you're a big pussy. You didn't touch Pamela Anderson.
No, we're back on that.
Hey, take
Dude,
it
I'm
easy.
telling you.
We can talk about that anytime.
Yeah, you can back on me tomorrow. I'm in the middle of organizing a military action.
Your car, let's go. We're be moving, not staying. Let's go. Whose car is this? It's your car? Whose car is this? Come on, in.
I would say all something in mind. It's just, it's not big on. There's no accident. That's 10 is up. He's talking about it.
Okay. There was Delta 9900. If there was a couple of aircraft that I was talking to tried to identify the aircraft in question, and they think it might have been a Delta aircraft.
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir.
Kennedy call, you want us to go into post?
They said a light paint scheme with a dark tail. That's about as close as we could get.
You say it's 660, or what was the frequency?
1010.
We have another eyewitness on the phone. Sir, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Gumbel.
How are you?
I'm fairly frightened, I have to say.
Give me your name, if you would.
My name is Frederick Schneider, sir.
Mr. Schneider, where are you?
I am on Liberty Street, which is the same street that the Trade Center's on. I'm on the south side, and the Trade Center's on the north side. My office is on the 24th floor, so I have a very clear view of exactly what happened this morning, and I've been here for about 2 hours, so I've been watching it unfold.
2 hours?
Yes, I got to my office at 7 this morning.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. But tell me about the timetable of when things started to go terribly bad this morning.
Well, Mr. Gumbel, at about 8:50 this morning, there was an explosion. I heard it first, and then my building, which is 51 stories tall, shook and rocked. And then I saw a plume of flame shoot out of the Trade Center over the Hudson River, and then I saw the plane that had crashed into the Trade Center fall down, and then it disappeared behind a building that blocks my view. There was a tremendous amount of smoke, and then it started to rain huge pieces of paper, and the paper continued to come down. At that point, all the news media started to learn about it, and I turned on my radio, and while I was still sitting at my desk, I saw a second jet, fairly large plane, fly in over the south end of Manhattan and deliberately fly directly into the Trade Center before my eyes.
Excuse me, you guys gotta back up, okay? Please, understand.
Responding in to the World Trade Center. Do not pull in front of the building on West or Liberty. Okay. Units responding into the World Trade Center. Do not pull in front of the building on West and Liberty.
All right, John, we have on tape the second attack. These are attacks. I'm going to start calling them attacks. Watch in the upper right-hand portion of your screen. You will see a plane coming in a dive.
Oh, my gosh.
And then hitting the side of the building. Quite obviously a deliberate, these acts are deliberate. We can now rule out any accident.
Copy that. OV, they want to go live. Can you just, it's a 737.
Yeah, Division 3 to Manhattan. Division 3, guys. For some reason, only giving me a few units. You're going to have to give it to me over the radio. I'm ready to write. All right. Engine 211. Ladder 11. engine 44, engine 22, engine 53, engine 40. Yourself, Battalion 10, Battalion 12, ladder 16, ladder 2, ladder 13, engine 221, engine 23, engine 209, engine 212, engine 279, engine 230, engine 229. Hey, buddy. 4 Bravo to Manhattan, kid. Engine 216, engine 217, engine 4 Bravo. Engine 214, ladder 12, ladder 118, ladder 7, ladder 24, high rise 1, and battalion 11, division 3.
Initially, they told us to stay in our rooms, that it was safer because debris was still falling, and indeed it is. And they indicated to stay into our rooms. They just now told us to go down into the lobby of the hotel, but to be honest with you, it appears to me that these two incidences were deliberate, and my fear is I don't want to be in a crowd of people down below, right in front of the World Trade Center, if there's terrorist activity, and now there's people out there. It looked to me like the second plane was deliberate, and I could be wrong, but that's what my instincts are telling me, is to just stay put. There were 2 planes. Yes. Thank you, Pat.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? Once again, as a fire safety director, we are asking that all our guests please come down to the lobby. All guests and employees, please report to the lobby. Thank you.
Stay under the old pit, you'll be getting debris.
A second occurrence within a few minutes is beyond belief.
And as you can see, there definitely is no weather problem, so weather would be definitely ruled out as a factor in this case.
Yes, the course is a normal course. I mean, for commercial pilots coming into New York, it certainly appeared from the video on CNN that the second aircraft was heading for the tower, and that it was a commercial-sized aircraft.
Could you have a better idea about what size that plane was? It was kind of hard for me to tell. You're an expert in these matters. Could you look at that tape and tell what size that plane was?
It would have to be slowed down, and you'd need more than one angle for it because you'd want to see how many engines on it, the shape of the tail.
Well, if it's possible, gang, could we go ahead and replay that tape right now? Do we?
Thank you.
Like, how do you combat this, though?
Oh, you know how. Reagan stopped him.
No, but I'm saying, I mean,
you go in there and you teach them a lesson.
We know where these people are.
Yeah.
We know exactly where they are. We need to send some cruise missiles over there right now and just start bombing the hell out of them.
Today.
We're always worried about the innocent civilians who live around.
You know what? Innocent civilians, so what? They shouldn't be living by these guys, supporting them, all that crap, okay?
How about this? We won't do anything.
What about
we won't do anything. GW, you better get on the stick.
GW, you're listening to this right now. You better bomb the hell out of those towel heads.
Howard, what was the end result of, after the whole World Trade Center bombing and all the trials and everything else, how many guys...
Nothing happened.
Nothing, right?
Nothing.
Oh, no, that's not true.
Well, some guys went to jail.
Yeah.
Big
but
deal.
Like 4 guys.
Where's this OB?
Do some strategic
Where's OB bin Laden or whatever his name is?
We never declared war on.
They tried to get bin Laden at 3 different places. Remember that?
Oh, come on. We can't get bin Laden, then there's something wrong in this world.
Hey, Howard, I just talked to a guy. He just went by with a fire scanner. Said there's multiple casualties.
Of course.
Gotta be.
It's 9 o'clock. Everybody's at work at 9 o'clock. They timed it just perfectly. The opening of the stock market, everybody going to work.
How do they get a plane? I don't know.
2 of them.
Look how fast it's spreading, Aaron.
Oh, the whole building's
Those
going up.
buildings are just going to be, they're like matchboxes now.
Why do you say deliberately fly into the Trade Center?
Because there was no doubt in my mind that both planes were using the Trade Center as a target. They weren't in distress. They weren't falling from the sky. They aimed for it. And they did a very good job. The Trade Center is torn open. There's a hole in the south side of the Trade Center, torn open from the impact of the plane, which fell into the street below.
Would that be the westernmost of the two towers?
The southernmost of the two towers.
Southernmost of the two towers.
Yes, yes. It's a big gaping hole in it. Flames and smoke have been pouring out since it happened about 5 minutes ago. I'm a little shaken because I saw the plane pass before my eyes. It was just about at my eye level. So.
How close to you?
A block and a half.
We're getting news on 980 and 1210. They think it might be two aircraft.
There is a lot of talk that we had a couple of aircraft look like they got hijacked, and yeah, I know at least one of them hit the World Trade Center. We don't know what happened to the other aircraft. Maybe both of them went in.
Look, they're right. Look at that.
Mark, these are holes in the side of the building that stretch floors. This is not a B-24, coming in at one or two floors of the building, like happened as you were describing earlier, and demolishing one or two floors. These are several floors that are now aflame, engulfing the entire top of the building. And the emergency services are just now arriving. I mean, they have been here now for several minutes, shortly after the explosion. But clearly, they're just organizing themselves. I think this is going to be a very long day as they try to extinguish these extensive flames that are on either side of the building.
Joining us now is our New York correspondent, Jane Stanley. Jane, what can you tell us?
Well, there's, of course, huge speculation here about what has happened. The two towers of the World Trade Center, those two famous towers, both on fire. We do know that about 9 minutes before the top of the hour, a first plane appeared to crash into the upper floors of one of the towers, and then within about 18 minutes later, a second plane or a second explosion happened. But there's, of course, huge speculation already about how on earth this could happen.
Division 3, 10-4, that's all the units I got, Kay? You got it this time, Kay. 10-4, thank you. 10-4. 4 Bravo, you call me that, Kay?
But I definitely saw the second plane. I heard its sound, and I saw it streaming in from the south. I watched it crash into the Trade Center.
You said you're very afraid, and understandably so. They're not evacuating your building?
No. I'm going to leave on my own, but I haven't heard any decisions made to that effect.
Can you see the ground from your vantage point?
Oh, yes.
Talk to me about the scene on the ground, if you would.
Well, it's completely devoid of vehicles and people. The entire street is totally littered with paper and smoke, and several vehicles are on fire on Liberty Street in the parking lot where either fuel or pieces of the plane fell onto them after crashing into the Trade Center. There's a tremendous number of emergency vehicles here and continuing to arrive. I hear sirens from every side.
All right, Mr. Schneider, you've got a great vantage point. I'm going to ask you to hold on with me for a little while, if you would.
Okay, Mr. Gunn.
I know you're anxious to get out of the building. I'm not going to keep you forever, I promise.
Okay.
But let me ask you to sit tight for a second while I go to Washington.
Stewart, right? It's got to be.
You've got to know that air traffic controllers right now are scratching their heads trying to figure out where this plane came from, if it was one that they were controlling and suddenly went maverick on them, one that came in from somewhere beneath their radar. As I mentioned earlier, there is what's called VFR traffic up and down the Hudson River. These are usually smaller planes who are just looking out for other airplanes, not under positive control, but the big jets are always under control.
Yes, sir.
We're listening to 660, two different plane crashes, one swept wing jet type airliner, and we were talking to the last controller, and he said he was tracking one at over 500 knots going into the city.
Yeah, that's the one that hit the World Trade Center.
Have the authorities said whether any kind of warning was received about this kind of possible attack?
Certainly that is not on the agenda at the moment. Nobody's talking of any kind of warning. But it must be said that people in New York have been quite conscious that since the American embassy bombers were sentenced here, and one is due still to be sentenced this week, that there could be some kind of revenge involvement, of course, because of this 1993 attack.
Well, we didn't see the first one, but we stopped, and then while we're watching the first one, the second one, it looked like a plane, but I'm hearing that it wasn't. But that had to be the explosion that flew everything out, and it looked like a plane went flying by. But on the second one, but apparently I'm listening to you.
Don't know.
But that was a huge explosion. Oh, we saw the second explosion. It come flying out, and I thought I saw something go by, but maybe it was just the inside of the building coming flying out on the second building. I mean, it's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Bill Broderick. And I was going to work the park right over next to the World Trade Center with my wife who works in the World Financial Center. Being alive, we're 10 minutes, we're lucky. It's just, this will put the fear of the Lord in everyone, won't it? People can do this. I just have to pray to God not too many people are dead. This is really scary.
Bill Broderick, where are you from?
From Manhattan.
You think she'll talk to me or is she shaking?
Yeah, she is crying.
John, I want to bring in at this point the news that obviously an awful lot of our viewers are probably very concerned about people that they know in this area, and they're trying to reach them on the cell phones, and the cell phones in that area are down. So if you have loved ones in the area, they're not going to be able to call you. You're not going to be able to call them. It's just an added, I realize, it just heightens the anxiety, but that's the way it is. So we are told that cell phone service in that area is down.
Yeah, Lester, we are now just getting word from
The Associated Press, an urgent wire that the FBI is now investigating a hijacking. Also, this from an employee of United Airlines. He says he is hearing from the United Command Center that an American Airlines plane, a 757 Airbus, was hijacked and crashed purposely into the Trade Center. A second plane was then flown into the second tower, which we have been looking at on video replay. There you see the ISO and now the explosion, the second tower, and that happened just minutes ago. I want to repeat again. The FBI, according to the Associated Press, is investigating a hijacking. We now are getting information from an employee of United that he is hearing the command center at United is investigating an American Airlines plane, a 757 Airbus, hijacked and crashed into the Trade Center.
They want me to talk about what I see. Okay, what we can tell you right now from up here in Chopper 4, we cannot get any closer than about 5 miles to the scene because we need to keep this far back. But you can see the black smoke as far as we are away. We can zoom in here for you. First, you saw the smoke from the one tower. Then we witnessed an explosion on the other tower. Now we think that there was a plane that actually headed into that second tower at some point, and that's what caused that second explosion. We are unable to get close enough to actually show you or tell you what's going on at the ground, but an unbelievable sight here from above the Hudson River at this vantage point. Back to you.
Car 9 to Manhattan, Chase. Car 9, go ahead. Would you advise the mobile command vehicle to come in on West and Liberty Street? West and Liberty Street, Chase. I already advised them, Peter. What's their ETA? Manhattan, call field com. Manhattan, that's not the field com. I want the mobile Division 3 to Manhattan. Car 9, go ahead. Manhattan, I want the mobile command vehicle, not the field com. The mobile command vehicle is responding also. I want them at West and Liberty. I-10-4, I'll advise. Division 3 to Manhattan. Division 3, go ahead.
You have to go. You have to go 2 blocks away.
Do me a favor, I want helmet. I want nobody else getting hurt. Helmet. All right, do me a favor, don't block the car away. Right here.
We're telling you about is the World Trade Center towers this morning. That is the very latest.